I'm Mikael with SaunaAnywhere.com. Thanks for joining us. Wanted to introduce you to our latest product from Mobiba. It's a MB170 portable tent sauna. As you can see, this sauna fits inside of this backpack here. And it's 11 kilograms, so it's easy to transport. So let's have a look what's inside here. So obviously it comes with the tent canvas, which is made out of Oxford D fabric. It's a similar product that's used in all of our tents, so it's heat resistant, made for sauna use. High temperatures, right? You don't want to use any other product for that. And of course, our aluminum alloy poles. These are, similar product which is made and used for aircraft, so it's lightweight. And these ones are a little bit smaller in circumference than the other poles that we use, just so that they're a little lighter weight, so they can be carried inside of the backpack a little bit easier there. And of course, they comes with our ground pegs as well. These ground pegs, obviously, you want to make sure that you're properly securing the tent to the ground or to trees when you're setting it up. And last but not least, it comes with a stove, right? And it's obviously has a bag built in as well, an additional bag as well to keep it more protected. And it's nice because of the fact that it is cosmetically pleasing. It's got that nice mirror finish to it. It's stainless steel, so look nice for a long time as long as you take care of it properly, right? So let's have a look and see how this is set up. So first of all, we're going to take our tent canvas. And we're going to look for a nice flat piece of ground to lay it on. We don't want to be rolling around inside of our tent when we're trying to enjoy a nice hot sauna. So we're going to basically just fold it out nice and flat. And once we do that, we're going to look for features in the tent. Right now, there's like a little boot. Each end has a boot, and that's where the tent pole is going to go into. There's also sleeves along the ridges. Where the tent is going to get, or rather the poles are going to go through, and that'll help keep it up, right? And now speaking of poles, so let's take our poles and put them together here, and you'll notice similar to other products, they're the fiberglass poles that come with other tents. These have the tension cables in between to keep them together, but other than that, they're actually quite different. They're made out of aluminum alloy, and the reason why is because of the fact that these are used in saunas. They're meant to be superheated. They're not going to give off any kind of toxic fumes, and on top of that, they won't break when there is differences in temperatures and stuff like that. So let's get this started here. What we're going to do is, obviously it's a little bit, it's going to take about 10 minutes to put these together. So let's speed up the video a little bit. So we'll see how this is set up. And after that, we'll look at how the stove is set up. Now let's see how the stove is set up. So first of all, we're going to pull off take off the top, the lid off of here. And then we're going to slide off the top part, which is actually the bottom of the stove when it's assembled. And this is the burn chamber, as you can see. Has the door right here on the front. Right. And next, we are going to take out the chimney pieces. But before now, let's have a look and see. You can see how these are kind of stacked in there, right? Each one kind of fits inside of each other, so it takes up less room when it's packed up. Right. So let's pull out these individual chimney pieces here. And we'll just lay them out here, off to the side. There's a little. And that's the valve for the stove. We'll show you where that goes later on. And there's tension plates that go on the sides, and we'll see that. So this is kind of like the base, so it kind of looks like a crown. And what we're going to do is we're going to take out this piece here, which kind of looks like a table. And when you put it on the floor, it's like a heat shield, so it protects the grass from getting singed, right? Because you're going to have a hot stove running on top of it. So we notice that this is kind of has a bevel top to it, so, and it has like these little holes. So we know that's going to be the bottom or top of it, rather. And then we take the burn unit, and we're going to just put that in place. We're going to make sure that lines up with the kind of like the bevel top here, and we're going to make sure that the holes for the straps are on the sides, and you'll see what I mean later on. And it's nice and snug. And now we're going to take the water tank. This. Just flip that on. We're going to make sure that the valve is kind of off to the side a little bit. And then we are going to take the top and put that on. Right, and you can see there's like a little flap that opens up, and that's where you pour the water in. Right, it's pretty neat. And then we're just going to put it right on top of the stove here. Just put it nice and firm around. It's pretty easy. And then we're going to take these kind of like these clasps, which they have a little hinge and buckle on them, and we're just going to hook them at the bottom there. There's a little hole, and then we're going to put it right onto the top, onto the lip, and then we're going to secure it tight. And then we're going to take the other strap, and we're going to put that at the bottom again. It has a little hook at the bottom, hooks onto the bottom there, and again, right onto the top, and we're nice and secure now, right? And now we're going to take our water valve, and the water valve, just make sure you put the little white washer in there first, and then we're going to basically turn this on and just make it hand tight. We don't want to go too crazy, but just so it's nice and snug, right? And then after that, we're gonna take our stovepipe, and the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna see the one, it kind of has these little pieces inside of the pipe, and that helps for the water vapor, and also for helping burn better as well. It's a more efficient burn. So we're just going to lay them on top of each other, and each pipe is a little bit smaller than the other, so they just kind of stack inside of each other. So we're just going to keep sticking them in one at a time, just like so, and the last one there. And obviously I built this outside so you can have a look at it better. However, what you would want to do is you could simply put the stove together outside, and then you can carry it inside of the tent and then pierce the chimney through the opening of the tent. And you'll see that illustrated in the following pictures here.